Hey, hey! Live and direct from Shimba Hills. Look at this view. Absolutely breathtaking. Guys, welcome home, welcome home. And if you're not home, come home, come home. This is where you want to be. I feel like I'm in a real life version of the Lion King. Hakuna Matata.
Look at the bag he's over here, ladies.
But when sisi young generation tunaona you are strong, you are capable, tunaweza na java. Like focus is really very long in the last year. Very good. But ile tunaamua vaccinate jamaa wanaanza kuaji like umeona hadi watu wanaforce kuvaa mask. So kuanzia about kama vaccine unaona kama debatable but hafai kuna debate wanakuwa ku take precautions in the government inasema.
Okay, now I stand for all dangerous chemicals, substances, and uses.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back, and this is day 10 of our Kenya trip.
And we are.
Meet Tekeste and Jones.
That was Jones, and this is Tekeste, also known as the Alkali Yogi, and Jones is also known as
Livingishe Reviews.
Welcome back to our channel, everyone, and thank you so much for hanging out with us during our time in beautiful Kenya.
Yes, indeed. We are. So this video is day 10 of our trip. We had just came back from Lamu yesterday, and today our friend is showing us a very nice piece of land that is for sale, and we're going to meet the families involved who own the land.
So will you tell the people why we're looking at plots of land that are for sale? What vision have you, Mr. Jones?
Oh, our vision, we want some land that we can farm and grow stuff on.
Amen.
Because we want to live, independent and natural.
Amen. Self-sustainability is the only way forward.
Yes, and there's lots of great areas. I mean, we're not, by no means, we are not rushing. We're, dotting all our I's, crossing all our T's, and making sure we have access to attorneys and things like that to make sure the land is, one, if those people actually own the land, and two, title searches. We have somebody that can do that, and we just need to pick a place that suits us. And this is really nice. I mean, there's so much land available. It looks fertile. I can't remember. I think they used to grow all kinds. I think corn and stuff like that. They used to grow here.
Yeah, there was a lot of corn that was grown here, potentially even wheat. But we would want to plant loads of greens and tropical fruits. Maybe potentially turn it into a place where some of you all could come out and visit, have a retreat with us, live off the land, rest, relax, heal. What say you, Takonas? Is that something that would interest you if Jones and I created something of the sort? Because that's kind of where we're leaning towards, is to open something up where we could invite the public.
Yes, we want to build a place where, we can have retreats. We could help people with health and wellness. maybe even build a studio
Yeah.
so we could do this stuff, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we just want to get back to nature. You know, we love being city dwellers, but we also want to be self-sustaining.
Amen.
We want to be close to water and close to the city. So this is a pretty good
Piece
compromise.
of land. Yeah, as far as places to look at, this was a really nice piece of land. It was truthfully the first piece of land that we saw, so we still want to shop around some more, but we see that there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of land here, so opportunities to build numerous homes and or infrastructure, if you will, to accommodate whatever it is that we end up doing in Kenya once we have acquired land and can actually start to build. So this place is very mountainous. It's very green and lush, as you can see. One of the things that's important to us as well, that we are looking for as we continue to shop, is access to water, which the owners did tell us that water does come with this land, but we have not been able to confirm that. And specifically, we're looking for hot water, like thermal waters. So that would be very healing and therapeutic. And again, gives us the opportunity to be a little bit more self-sustained and a little bit less entangled, if you will,
Yeah.
with municipality.
Yeah, and as well, like there's already a lot of things that grow here, like eucalyptus,
Yeah.
oranges, limes,
Coconuts. Mango,
mangoes,
yeah, loads.
cashews.
Loads of cashews. So the land, as you can see, is poised to provide nourishment and nutrition. It will feed the body and the soul, and we want to connect with that. We want to be able to do that for ourselves. As city dwellers, we've grown up always shopping in supermarkets, but there might be a time when that's not an option.
Yes, and another reason why, I mean, there's so many reasons why Africa is the place, but we are not trying to buy Monsanto seeds, that stuff. So it's good to be left alone to be able to grow what you want to grow without, at least the government controlling your seeds.
He said left alone. It's not even, the worst part is it's corporatism, really. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyone that's out there also who might be in real estate in Kenya or maybe works at the land titles office in Kenya, please reach out to us. This was very much the first piece of land that we were taken to see. We have plans of future travel to Kenya where we'll be looking at a few other pieces of land. So, we're very much in the shopping stage and want to make sure that we have looked at as many pieces of land before we make a choice. We did actually look at some beach property as well.
Yeah, you might have saw that. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have one of our shorts or reels. You see where we're on the beach and we're saying, "Is this where we buying land?" That wasn't just a title. That was was a real possibility.
Yeah.
We haven't. We're waiting. We're still waiting for the owners to get back to us.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, many of you probably don't know this, but Mr. Jones is actually from Kwale and loves to be by water. So whilst we'll need a piece of land to grow food on, i.e. a farm, we are also in the market for beach property. We want something on the beachfront where we can go, cool off, and be the water babies that we are.
Yes, and I mean, we're not limited to Kenya also. I mean, when we got to Nigeria, because we went to Kenya before Nigeria, so that's why we were able, and we went longer in Kenya, so that's why we were able to do more things, in regards to that.
Also, we were hosted properly, so we weren't there for a wedding. We were there truly on holidays, and our host took us around various different parts of Kenya to show us, to give us an idea of where we might want to buy and settle. But again, like Jones said, we are open to countries on the continent, period. So again, anyone that's in the business or anyone who knows of valuable land that is affordable, please reach out to us. We're really open. We just know we want to be on the continent. We're not married to any one place. And we need help. We need support, you know?
Yeah.
Because this is new to us.
Because we definitely on our list is Kenya and Nigeria. Mm-hmm. And we will be looking around at other places in Africa.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two. I mean, without a doubt, we're gonna buy something in both places. That's like a done deal. We just are on our mission to doing search, and like I said, we're not trying to get we're not trying to do things without our due diligence.
Right.
So I mean, we're not that dumb.
No, we've been around the block a few times. Both Jones and I have owned properties, but we will say that we both those countries made such an impression on us that we're very open. We're very open to either one of those, which really says volumes about both Kenya and Nigeria being very different countries, but both very welcoming, both seemingly to have bright futures ahead in terms of growth and development, and both being friendly to people of the melanated persuasion.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course we're foreigners, but at least I'd rather work with foreigners that look like us than others.
Yeah, let's build together. Let us grow together. So the young prince, as you can see, is also having a bit of fun. He's kind of making friends with the little chickens. Yeah. And him being a suburbia kid did really, really well, I have to say, in terms of connecting to not only the land, but the animals.
Yeah, I think that tells you when like subconsciously you belong somewhere. I think he was feeling that because he really loves Africa.
Yeah.
He was just like, this is like, I want to say the most time without a device, which
right.
he was like really good with that. Like I was expecting him to complain. He had his days, of course. I think it was more so that we kept traveling. He didn't really get to be on vacay because we were like on the move every day.
The jet lag, the constant small flights from Nairobi to Mombasa, Doha, back to Mombasa. It was a lot.
Yeah, and he really didn't get a chance to just to relax for the summer. He was like, when are we gonna when are we just gonna do nothing? He was like just tired most of the time. But as long as he got fed, he was good. He was good. Yeah, it was nearly a month that we were there, and it was pretty jam packed. But we got the most out of our trip, so we rested on our return. Yeah.
So I think now we're off to go look at our friend's newest addition, right? In terms of his real estate portfolio. Yeah,
our friend who's a native New Yorker, a native Brooklynite.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Flatbush.
Yeah, so him and his family relocated to Kenya, 6 years ago?
In 2015.
2015.
Mm-hmm. Something tells me they had a crystal ball and they saw what was coming to the west.
Yeah, and they couldn't be happier. I mean, just recently, they were in the States, New York, for like 2 months.
Yeah,
for the summer.
We were just with them a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you might have seen them in our videos in New York.
Mm-hmm.
But they recently just reiterated to us that they are never gonna return to live in the States again. And even 2 months was too long for them to be in the States. They missed Africa so much. So they're happy to be back.
Translation is they have no regrets leaving.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
So they've been steadily purchasing up land in and around where they live. And they've kind of inspired us to do the same. They're like us, originally from the West, but obviously melanated people who are from the continent, and felt the calling to come back home. And so slowly and steadily, they have been making it happen by purchasing small pieces of land at a time, and now developing and building that out so that they can self-sustain themselves for the long term. It's truly been like a blueprint for us in many ways, actually, because not only are we seeing sort of what they've done that's been successful and what's not, things to avoid, but also just the happiness and the joy that they feel and how happy they are for their children who are growing up in Kenya as opposed to New York City. The quality of life for them is much higher than most people realize. And the thing is, it's funny because the media makes it such a point to make Africa seem so desolate and horrible. And that, America or the West is quote unquote the holy grail. But when you have people who are born and raised in New York City, who lived a good life in New York City, these are very educated people and also well-traveled people who saw the value in coming back here and making a life here and starting their family here. It really is a testament to what you can do if you're okay with a little bit of the unknown, maybe perhaps stepping into a bit of discomfort as you're kind of learning and figuring things out. But I think for us, what really solidified it was when they reiterated that they have no plans of returning and that they couldn't be happier.
Right.
I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah, and our friend here, he's getting his house built in another part of Mombasa. Mm-hmm. And we're also headed to where he also purchased another piece of land to where he's going to have I think he's going to have his main house. Is he going to have his main house here where we're going?
I can't remember if it's his main house, but I know that he's intentionally building various homes for various different purposes, and as well so that they can travel between homes, whether it be the rainy season or whether it be the hot season. So they've carefully been sort of working towards having a place in the city, a place in the hills, and a place on the beach, as well as farmland. So as you can see, they've kind of hit all of the sort of the four main goalposts that anyone could really ask for, especially as people who grew up as city dwellers as well in New York City. But covering all their bases, a property in the mountains when it's too hot and you want to cool off, or maybe, on the farm when you're, in season and harvesting, as well as maybe a vacation home at the beach. Now, this is something that would be virtually impossible for people to do in the West, having these various plots of lands, unless you come from either old money or have become extremely wealthy and rich in a very short period of time. Because here in the West, it's not really designed to give you that kind of opportunity to acquire land. And land and real estate is ultimately one of the best and most secure ways to create generational wealth, which is what they're striving for. And coming from New York City, this is a big deal because if you've ever been to New York City, real estate is virtually impossible to get into out there. Not impossible, but virtually.
Yeah.
Almost, right? It's very challenging. So
one of the most challenging things to do, unless you have family there who owned it back in the days. I mean, as well as they do, but he has. I think he has a plan also to also accommodate other family who might be thinking of relocating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
friends.
One of the things that I really love about this group of friends that we have there is that because they were kind of the first ones to make the move and leave the West, is that they've been very intentional in terms of including even the people that they quote unquote left behind and giving them an opportunity to come with. So anytime that they are looking to buy a new piece of land or acquire a new piece of land, what they'll do is they'll look at, first of all, the value, what could be potentially done with this land, and then how it could be potentially divvied up with friends who are still in the diaspora or family so that they have an opportunity to buy the land together and ultimately create a community. So now what we have is is pockets of people who knew each other in the West that are also now neighbors in Africa. So it's really truly creating community together. And I really commend them for that, because I don't know that everyone would have, well, here we are, here Shimba Hill is a very special spiritual place, I have to say. But I don't know that a lot of people have navigated that way, where they have kind of made it out, if you will, of the West successfully, and then thought to themselves, let me not just buy for myself for the sake of having for us. Let's see how we can acquire this and then divvy it up so that the people around us are friends or family and also have an opportunity and a chance.
Right. And I just want to interrupt a little bit by saying you are so on point with this Lion King scene here, because that's what we all thought when we saw this scene. We were like, man, why does this feel like the Lion King? I want, if I could lift my son,
like Mustafa.
Yeah, I would have lifted him up.
Simba, all yours.
Simba.
Simba.
But yeah, I think he was saying that he wanted to eventually build a restaurant that's overlooking this this cliff.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's coming to that is coming back to me now.
So, and yeah, restaurant, bar, club, classy, of course, nothing ratchet. But,
we'll leave that for the U.S.
Yeah. But yeah, this is, so these videos also, I mean, we're also, I guess they kind of entice other Black people in the diaspora to see what Africa really is instead of what the media shows us, because I certainly didn't know until I got there, and that's what we're trying to do, just make a good representation of the continent. With all our video, well, our whole channel basically
is pretty much devoted to that. I wouldn't even say good, I would say just real and honest, and the good just happens to be that it is.
Yeah, we didn't have to make anything up.
No, we didn't.
Everything, we show and prove.
Yeah, I actually remember the day that we arrived in Mombasa and you were on the rooftop, how your breath was almost taken away from you. You were so. You were struck by just how beautiful everything was, how green, how lush, how developed, how there was this balance between city, especially in Mombasa, for those of you that have not been, there's a balance between city living, but it's not like Nairobi, but still city living with many of the amenities that you could want if you come from the West, but nature and a beach that's literally walking distance. And for Ishé, that's important because he's from Kwale. I still remember you were almost at a loss for words. Yeah,
it was the same when we got to Lagos, remember? When we got to, especially like in Victoria Island. I mean, we know no country's perfect, no government's perfect, no place is perfect, but this is close to our perfect that we're looking for.
It was almost like you had felt sad that you had been lied to.
Oh yeah, I've experienced that every trip. We've been lied to so much. I mean, every like I said, every place has is good and bad, ups and downs, rich and poor, in between. But we got, opportunity is in each place. I'm sure continental Africans see opportunities here in the West, and diasporan Africans see opportunity on the continent.
Right.
So it's what you want for your life, and what we want is to be back on the continent, because we've been here, we know everything here, and we just decided that this is the place for us.
Yeah.
This is what we want to do. This is where we want to be full time. So.
So how can you guys make that happen? Again, if you know real estate agents or people that work in titles offices throughout the continent, we're open to, there's so many countries that still we need to explore, and I'm sure we'll fall in love with. So we're so open. So please, reach out to us. Our Our email address is in the description box. You know, if you can send us pieces of land that are available, that have been cleared, you know, that are fertile, preferably that also have, you know, water available, because we really want to be able to disentangle ourselves fully from the entire system. We see the benefit in being self-sustaining. For us, it seems like the best way forward. So if you could help with that, we would really appreciate it. That's also what this is about, is showing others that it is possible to leave the West and the convenience of the West. And even the, you know, because with the convenience rather comes, this convenience comes at a high price. We'll say that. The convenience that the West has that is very alluring and seductive, it comes at a high price, and we're ready to buy our soul back, to buy our freedom back and our liberty.
It's a lot to it.
I mean, look at this
levels.
beauty. How could you want to? Why would you not want to be in a place that looks like this?
Right.
You're literally feeling, hearing, and smelling God in a space like this.
Just beautiful. But yeah, I mean, so I mean, until then, I mean, we're gonna keep searching. We're gonna keep traveling. We're gonna keep showing Africa through our lenses, through our eyes, and
yeah, more trips are coming up, guys. So stay tuned. We're looking forward to doing one more trip this year to Africa. We're not going to announce just yet where that is, but stay posted. That's our plan. God willing, if everything goes well.
Oh, we're doing it. No, 100%. Y'all gonna see it.
Mr. Jones is the boss. If he says it's happening, it's happening. But we definitely have one more trip to a different country altogether. And even this country we would be open to moving to. So who knows? Who knows what can happen?
Yeah. So we just want to also say that we are listening. We are reading. Of course, we respond to all the comments, and we do take every comment to heart and consider it. And we thank you, as always.
As always.
Commenting, watching, joining us on our journeys and our trips, until we actually permanently
make the transition. Which will vlog for you as well when that happens. But for now, we're still very much shopping. Thank you again for all of your support. Thank you for fueling us and giving us the energy that we need to continue on our journey, on our path to pursuing our dreams and our goals. We need your energy, and we appreciate your energy.
Yes. We love you guys.
All right, Ticones. So until next time, please stay safe, be happy, stay healthy.
Oh, yeah. And stay decent, folks.
Oh, well, if we're going to go with our classic goodbyes, get free and stay free. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye, y'all.
Uma deputada em Saúde em São